Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV. Today, we're talking about how to pick a mentor, even if you've never met them. Are you ready? Let's get started. Well, having mentors is important, right? So let's think about this. Would you like to have a mentor? Would you like to have a mentor who would guide you through your biggest challenges? Would you like to have a mentor who would help you with what you're facing at any given time? Would you like a mentor to help you bring you calm and confidence? It sounds pretty good, doesn't it? I mean, you'd like to have that, right? Well, I'm a big believer in mentors. In fact, I recorded an episode of Remarkable TV all about how to ask someone to be your mentor, and you can click on that here to watch that. But today, that's not what I'm talking about at all. The people that I'm talking about today, you can't ever ask because you're never going to meet them. Now, these people could be alive, and so you could say, well, I could meet them. But there's a lot of ways they can be your mentor even if you don't ever meet them. But I want to tell you the story today really about one of my mentors. There's no way I'm going to meet because he's dead. One of my mentors is Abe Lincoln. So Abe is my mentor for lots of reasons. That's not really important here, but I want to use my example of how Abe is my mentor as a way for you to do the same thing, right? So really three big things. The first one is you got to identify someone that you really admire in the role that you're talking about. And in the role of leadership, one of the people that I really admire is Honest Abe. I admire him for lots of reasons, as I already said. But you got to identify someone that connects for you, that you resonate with, that maybe has been through the things that you are going through, whatever those reasons are. But you got to identify someone that you admire in the area that you want mentoring. And the second thing you need to do is study them. I didn't say read about them. I didn't say be a fanboy of them. I said study them. So I can't tell you how many books I've read about Lincoln. It's a bunch. I can't tell you. I can tell you that I've read about his young life, about the days leading up to his assassination, and everything in between. I read some of the famous books, like A Team of Rivals, and I've read some books that I sort of found that were obscure to help me get other perspectives on Abe. Right? So you got to study him, because if you're not going to be able to talk to him, you've really got to be able to get to the point where when you have that challenge, you can ask them this question: what would they do? Right? So famously, a lot of people for a number of years were wearing these wristbands that said, what would WWJD, what would Jesus do? Well, if Jesus is your mentor, that's a perfect question to ask. I'm saying here, what would Abe do? WWAD. Sounds like a radio station, right? What would Abe do? But if I've really studied Abe, I can think about what he would do from a couple of perspectives. If I can think about it this way, if Abe were here and I could ask him, what would he probably tell me? Or when Abe was in a situation that was kind of like this, what did he do? So what would he say? What would he do? How would he advise me? All of that stuff. That's how that person truly becomes a mentor to you, right? So if it's possible to have live mentors, it's certainly possible to have live mentors, and you ought to do that. But there's no boundary here. And if you really want to get mentoring from people who are truly accomplished in an area that matters to you, the steps that I've just given you can help you get there, even if you'll never meet them. It leads me to today's tweet. You can have a mentor you have never met. Channel their wisdom and ask, what would they do or say? The chances for you to mentor others is broad and important. And it's just one of the many things we talk about when we help people become more effective coaches. Hope you listen to what I've got right here. We see it everywhere, from movie stars to world-class athletes to high-powered executives. The most successful people in the world in all endeavors have coaches. They understand that without coaching, without feedback, without guidance, without help, they will not achieve their potential. And if you want your team to be successful, and I assume you do, it's your job to provide this coaching. But while coaching is one of our most important responsibilities, it's also the most often overlooked. When you make the effort and coach successfully, you can build greater accountability, solve performance problems, help your rock stars achieve new heights, create greater engagement, get better results, and ultimately make your job easier. Because the bottom line is this: coaching is a critically important part of your job as a leader. If your team isn't performing well, you're not doing your job. And that's why I developed the Remarkable Coaching Workshop. Because in my experience, coaching is the missing component from most leadership development plans and programs. In this 2-day, interactive, practical, and fun learning experience, you'll learn how to effectively help your team members achieve more and be more successful. You will learn what coaching really is and what you must do in order to be successful, the underlying principles of successful coaching and how to apply them, making coaching work with all of the different personalities and experience levels on your team, an easy-to-follow practical 6-step coaching model, coaching versus mentoring, what the controversy is and how you can do both well, and lots more. Plus, you'll have the chance to learn with and from other leaders who are just as intent on improving as you are, building your network of colleagues and peers. If you're ready to supercharge your team's performance and achieve leadership success, click on the button below to learn more and join us for the Remarkable Coaching Workshop.